Hi everyone, it's Linda here. Um, Several things on my plate today. This will be a very short video, but I wanted to address, since I was hearing it loud and clear, about the second pilot that was knocked down. I think we have a military plane that was shot down, and we were able to rescue one, but the other one, I'm not feeling he's dead. Are my lips glossy enough? But I'm feeling he's been taken or will be taken as a prisoner. That's what I'm feeling. You know, Iran said if you grab this guy, we'll give you $60,000, but not 60, whatever their thing is. So they're out in droves looking for this guy. I don't know. I just feel he'll be taken in as a prisoner. Um, First of all, I want to tell you my mouth. I, I I had to cancel my three card yesterday. I'm doing it tomorrow. I had a molar removed in the very back. It already had uh, when they numb the what do you call it? I just went blank. I had a tooth removed that the tooth was already dead, so to speak. It was just in there. And he had to break it apart to get it out because I got big ass teeth. I asked him to look and make sure there was no brain matter in there, and he didn't see any brain matter. So, but today's day 3, and even when I took Lulu to the vet, I was feeling under the weather again this morning. I have to keep up with the Advil because it's sore. Apparently, starting tomorrow, I should feel a little better. So, anyway, but I had that done. And my little Lulu, she woke up this morning. She couldn't have no breakfast. So, me and Jack didn't have nothing. I didn't even have my coffee. Um, I took my shower, and they were waiting, So, when's chow, Mom? And when I left out the door, oh my God, Jack gave a yowl from the bottom of his heart. He was so upset. He loves his sister. I told you about when I go and they take them both, which is really hard to do. Uh, when they take Lulu in the back, so they're going to give her an injection, and Jack will be at the door, waiting for his sister to come back. He's listening. And she comes back, and he's so happy. And then they take him out, to give him his shots. And Lulu's like, come on, let's go. What you waiting around for? Lulu could care less. But anyway, I won't get the results of the scan unless it's pretty obvious, because it has to be read by the radiologist. They will give her something to get her a little woozy, is why she has to stay a couple hours after she has the scan done. But I told you her underlying thing is that she just keeps having mucusy little poo-poos full of blood. Frank blood. It continues to get worse. We kept trying to change her diet. We kept trying certain things, and but she doesn't act like she's sick or anything. She's happy. She's losing a lot of weight. She lost another 2 pounds since the last time I saw her. For a dog, that's pretty good. So she's just happy. She eats like a horse. Has no problem eating or drinking. She's a very happy dog. So we'll see what they say. I'll let you guys know. I'll write everybody right away. But I'm keeping the phone right next to me just in case they call. Okay. So I wanted to tell you about Lulu and the molar. I don't have the 2 molars on this side, and now I don't have the 2 on this side. So, he was talking about the bottom of the molar is gone, so this one didn't have anything it could bite on. And after a while, sometimes those things will grow sideways. That's what happened on this side. And he said, well, we could pull the cap. I had a root canal on it with a cap. There was some sort of cavity growing from the back end. And he said, and we could fill the cavity and then put another I said, why you got... I said, that tooth doesn't have another tooth to touch. Take it out. And he said, okay. I guess he was just trying to save that tooth. I do understand to say, but Jesus, I'm 72 going on 73. Take the damn tooth. I don't care. These teeth I care about, but... So, let's take a look at the man that was in that jet. Listen, I got to tell you something else before I start with that. Trump is getting ready to go away. And I really feel... You heard about the hedgehog, who, by the way, is drinking again. Somebody in the inside leaked. This is entertainment purposes only. You don't know if it's true, absolutely, but someone's saying he's drinking again. But they said that he fired one of the top brass for the Army, one of the generals. And apparently several other generals have stepped down. And this is the part that I told you a while ago, that I think the military might actually come into Congress and say, do something about this. This guy is a clear and present danger. Somebody needs to get him out of here. Because let me tell you something. We'll never get the Straits back. Did you hear France just put their ship through? No problemo. We're never going to get it back as long as he's president. When he's not president anymore, then Iran might work with us. But while he's president, no. So there's a lot more men that have been hurt. There's a lot more ships that are struggling out there at sea. And I just see this pull, push. And I really feel that a lot of military men they don't want to go. The boots on the ground thing, I just keep feeling like they can say that, but I feel like they don't have the people, or maybe some of the special ops, but I'm feeling like this is where we're really going to have some top brass say, hell no. Okay? Or maybe giving a map to Iran, this is where you can reach him. Oh, you guys remember about when they said that kid had shot Charlie Kirk, and now they find out the bullet isn't a match. That kid's getting off. And I think we all discussed that back then, but that was an inside job. Definitely. All this stuff is coming out. There's so much, you guys. We'll be overwhelmed with, but not surprised, but we'll be overwhelmed with, no, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. One thing after the other. Okay. Here we go, you guys. Tell us about the second fighter. Sometimes Iran exacerbates like Trump and doesn't tell the true story. I don't know why this shirt's hanging like I've owned it for 20 years. They were able to rescue one. This second person is injured. I see him injured, and not the other person. The first person feels like he could. I even feel like a transponder or something on his body, and they were able to get to him, but this guy feels he's unable to move about. Tell me about the second man. I got a new deck of cards. You got to change out these cards. They get so lightweight, it's hard sometimes. He's laying low. He's laying low. The government is looking for him. His family is just beyond words. He's been hurt, you guys. He's injured or hurt. Or if he's taken as prisoner, it won't be long, because Trump's getting ready to have to go. Because here's the celebration of everybody meeting him. I wonder if he has a child. There's a child he's thinking of. Celebration coming back together. They wouldn't be... I don't pick up that Iran would do something to run on TV or some sort of murder. You know, that I don't see that. Although they could very easily do it. Remember how, I don't know who was it in Afghanistan, they used to do horrible things to our men. I don't see that, but if he's taken into custody, they have a whole bunch of our guys. They have a whole bunch of them. But I see them getting, I don't see them being treated horribly, but I see this guy being able to get medically helped. He's not dead, though. He's injured. He's injured. He's tied up, and he's injured. So, that I want to tell you. The other thing I got was Nancy Guthrie the other day when her daughter Savannah was so heartbreaking. She said to her brother, do you think it's because of me? Because I'm popular in the forefront of television and stuff. Do you think that's why they took her? And he said, probably. I would no sooner tell my sibling probably than the man in the moon. But I guess he felt he had to be what he thought was honest. But I could feel Nancy Guthrie just as clear as day. I felt her saying, no, no, no. Honey, don't think that. Don't think that. No. Can I tell you? I hate to say this, but I'll tell you this. Entertainment purposes only. Nancy is in such a beautiful spot. If those kids could just touch where that mom is at this point, she's in heaven. She's so happy. She's in paradise. She's with, I think her mother's there. She's like, oh, don't even go there. Let me ask her real quick. She was gone almost the minute they took her. She might have died of natural causes because it was such a shock. And then the guy really didn't have anything to work with. He was looking for money. I keep feeling two people were involved. And they had watched her for some time. But she had a feeling, I wonder if Nancy was a little intuitive. She had a feeling that someone was watching her. So she's telling, but she doesn't want her daughter to feel it was her fault. She loved her daughter's career. She loved the fact that her daughter was successful. Absolutely loved it. And she's glad they weren't able to get any money off of her. Please tell her, no, it's okay, sweetheart. No, don't even go there. These were sick people. And I don't think they took her out. I think she died. She got so shocked or whatever. There was an injury to her because I could see some bleeding, but I feel it just overwhelmed her. It's like, whoa. So that I know. When she's going to get found, I don't know. But I can see her energetically. Semi-buried somewhere, but I can't tell where. It's hot outside when they find her, so it's getting hot now. Hey, listen, you guys, our friend Karen Conroy, C-O-N-R-O-Y. She's one of my people that helps me with my channel. She was told that she was terminal not too long ago. I gave her a reading, Mel gave her a reading, Arthur gave her a reading, Nate gave her a reading. And, you know, because we were hoping to see something that would turn it around. But right now it looks like, you know, she's having to accept her fate. She's feeling really bad. So let's say some prayers because she has some things she needs to sort out before she goes. And let's pray for her let's pray for Karen Conroy that her soul energy becomes uplifted. Now, I do know as an ex-hospice nurse, before you do cross, there's usually a couple of days that you feel really good. You even think, oh my God, am I actually dying? I can't believe it. I took care of a guy with lung cancer that was bedridden for quite some time. And all of a sudden he sat up in bed. He couldn't walk because his legs were useless, but he wanted to eat. He wanted to meet with friends. He was happy. And then boom, right after that, he went straight down. So let's pray for Karen that she gets the strength she needs. She has 2 dogs. She really wants them to be placed together. And there's this woman who befriended her that feels like she'll do it for her. And we all saw the dogs being placed, so that's good. And let's pray for Lulu that she's going to be okay. She didn't have any breakfast, so you might as well just... That's the hard part about any surgery. They make you go in. Now you can have black coffee. They used to say nothing, but now you can have a cup of black coffee, which I take. Hello. So, now I want to look at Trump. Pam Bondi won't go against Trump, not right now. But Trump is getting ready to go, because I can see Iran working with the United States because Trump is gone. Okay, now we can work with you. Yeah, France got their ship right through that. They were waving at the American ships as they was going in. With their coffee and their croissants. Hell yeah. I feel so sorry for our guys out there. And I posted a letter from a woman whose son is on there, and none of the packages get to them. They're trying to give them, just simple things they need. Toothbrush, toothpaste, stuff like that. They're not delivering. This whole era of Trump is horrible. And he's over there telling people, we can't do Medi-Cal, Medicaid, and child care, but you'll be arrested if you have an abortion. We can't do any of that because we're in a war. I thought you said there would be no wars. Okay, so tell me about Trump. Tell me about Trump. He has these imaginary conversations with Iran that they never had with him. He talked about Jasmine Crockett, that Davy Crockett was a distant relative. Oh, hold on, you guys, it's the vet. So they want me to start leaving in about 10 minutes. She's out of her procedure. She's very anxious, they said. She doesn't, they didn't give her big time stuff, but she's anxious. And they said, so when do you think I said, I'll come ASAP. ASAP. And they said, okay, great. I said, I'll tell you why she's so upset. And they said, why? I said, because she like her mama. She didn't have no breakfast. So the doctor's going to call me later. So, but the main thing is I'll go get our Lulu, you guys. I'm just so happy oh God, poor Jack was wailing. Oh, he'll be so happy that his sister's back. Okay, so we were reading on Trump, and then I'll close this out, as you know, because I'm going to get Lulu. Oh, and by Jacob's sick too, my son. He's got that sore throat with the cough. Geez, I tell you, when it rains, it pours. So, there's another woman that's really going to turn on Trump. I almost feel like, what's her face? The one with the gray streak? What's her name? Doggone it, I'm so sorry, you guys. I feel she's going to do something behind Trump's back. Like, they realize that he's bad. He needs to go. Miller is holding on to him as tight as he can. Don't you dare question the president, but That's not holding up. People are afraid. People know that Trump is gone. And I really think the military, there's a whole bunch that have already given their papers. We're losing so many people, and I just feel that they're just going to say, he needs to go. Is it not until November? It could be in November, but I see them saying he needs to go. I see November with when he gets, see, they really aren't even put into office till January. November is when they win, but not till January. But I feel in between that there so much is going to happen, and his health is not good, you guys. But remember, I kept feeling the military talking amongst themselves. And maybe even an attempt. And now that attempt, the attempted hit on Trump that happened, as I told you guys, was a big fraud. It was a big fraud. They're finding out all kinds of stuff. It's just too much, and we're just going to be overwhelmed. But listen, we'll change this country. I want you to pray for this nation. I want you to pray for well-being and all the people that are suffering and struggling because they don't have insurance, because they can't take care of housing. This will all get switched. All of this will get switched. Do the best you can. Thank God for those of us that have parents or grandparents that let us stay with them. Thank God. But there's a lot of us that need help. If you have a little extra money, give it towards, don't give to the Red Cross. But give towards something that helps people in America. We need help here in America. And then God bless. The other one that's getting ready to go is Netanyahu. He's getting ready to go. I've been feeling he was gone, and I still feel that, but I see the total information about him being gone coming up. And also somebody wrote and complained that I was smirky when I talked about taking communion at a Catholic church. And to anybody that took that wrong, remember I was like 8 or 9 years old, and I went with the neighbor family. And when I went up with her, her parents never said, Linda, are you Catholic? If you're not, you shouldn't do that. Nobody told me that it was sacrilegious or whatever. But I was a kid, a child. So I don't know where you got that I was making fun of it. I mean, if you look at it, it was so stupid. But I didn't know. I did not know. Later I find out from Catholic people, oh yeah, that's not cool. But I didn't know at the time. I was just a kid. I was following her. She didn't tell me, no, you can't do that. All right, you guys. I love you all. So this will be very short. Sorry. Bye. See you tomorrow. Bye.